Hey there, YouTube. It's me, Broken Terrain, and I took a trip to my local Dollar Tree the other day, and I thought it'd be really cool to pull my camera out and show you a few of the things that I've purchased and continue to purchase from this wonderful source for our craft. So, come along with me right after the drop. Well, let's start in the toy section because that is a fantastic place to find stuff for our craft. The first thing I'm going to point out is this little package of horses. Now, I've got some that are in a bag, but after careful examination of the horses in this square tube, I've found that it's the same exact package of horses, just in new packaging. The important thing to note with this package of horses is that there are two really good sculpted 2-scale horses in this pack. The rest of them are questionable, but these two little red ones are a fantastic sculpt and at what I feel is just the right scale. Whether you want these horses to pull wagons or kitpash some knights on horseback. The rest, a little too big, a little too weird, not a good sculpt, but these two, really good. And in that tube, they look like they're the white horses. Back to the section, the Dollar Tree is focusing on some Final Faction type of toys, and the bad guys look really cool for a kit bash, so I'm looking forward to making something with them. Don't miss out on your superhero little toys and figurines. There are usually some wrestlers. This one was out of wrestlers, and don't forget those Barbies. In the past, I have made some fun statues with the wrestlers, the DC heroes, and these Barbies here. In particular, I recently did some bronze statues. Here's Barbie and Batman. While looking around, I found these really cool Frozen figurines of Anna and Elsa. You know, if you can take that key ring out of their head and patch it, they'd make some fantastic statues for some terrain. Never forget your ready board. This brand here, the paper peels off really easy, and you've got sheets of XPS foam to make all kinds of fun structures and buildings. Of course, your tea lights, 2 for $1. They're fantastic to add lighting effects, and they've got color change ones too. They have some cheap flocking material. Look in the floral section for this floral and Spanish moss. They've got tons of different super glues. Now, I spend a little bit more money for a certain brand with a pinch bottle, but it's up to you. If you need some in a pinch, the dollar store has you covered. They've got baker's twine now in the craft section. I utilize that for my pirate ship build. And these little craft beads are amazing. I use them for my little furniture. You can see I used the longer beads for drawer pulls. That one had little feet made of circular beads. The decanter top is a circular bead. You see drawer holds and foots for that, all made out of those tiny little beads. And you're gonna buy one pack and it'll last a while. They've got all kinds of great tools. Here's a puncture and scoring tool, an interesting kind of sculpting tool with the little round balls on the end. Man, even if you want to start trying some magnets for your builds, dollar store has you covered there too. And basic crafts, you need paintbrushes. I wouldn't recommend these for minis. You probably want a better, smaller, high quality brush to do minis, but for terrain, use these big ones. These little pump spray bottles, 50% or probably I'm sorry, 10 to 90 glue to water to glue your flock down. 2 for $1 of these squeeze bottles. If you're doing your homemade washes, this is a great way to store it and then apply it to your terrain quickly. I highly recommend them. Craft knife and blades. It's almost like all you need is the dollar store to start crafting. Here's a spray glue already made. I've used it a couple of times and then the bottle clogged up on me, so kind of a recommend. You'll see lots of crafters use Eileen's tacky glue, and they sell it here. Good spray glue. Paint trays, glue sticks. Got to keep feeding that mini glue gun. They've also got a great paint section. I don't use these myself. I go to the Walmart, Meijer, and Michaels brands, but I'm sure these work fantastically. The little wooden cubes and wooden dowels. I use these in all kinds of projects. And this is a DM Scotty tip I want to share with you. These little cordial glasses work amazingly well for showing flight. I've got a demon here flying over top of one of the Shamrock Boys as a demonstration. A great tip from DM Scotty. Thank you. Of course, they've got floral gems in the floral section. This one has them in clear, a dark purple or blue, and a bright, brilliant red. Oh, and you cannot forget the crafting sand. I use this stuff for everything. I flock everything with it, and this is where I get it. And then one final thing to note is that the dollar store has seasonal sections. This season happens to be spring, and they've got these fun little miniature signs and things for your garden. A better paint job, and these things are ready for the table. So that ends my short but informative trip to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you want, hit that like button. That really helps out. And if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. I'd love to share more videos with you. So thank you, everybody. Until next time, like each other, love each other, and craft on.